All I know is this today. I am super grateful that before you press go live, nobody can see you. And I literally was just like blowing my nose and like hacking up a lung. And I was thinking, oh my God, what if this was already on? And wouldn't it be weird if you just, like, people could just see you all the time? It would be so not good at all. Becca Luna, hi, sweet pea. Yeah, it would be like horrible, actually, if that was the case. So I'm really glad that I got to do what I needed to do before y'all hopped on. So welcome. Excuse my voice today. I have been waiting to come on live until I started feeling better. I had a wicked head cold this week. And of course, I have all these messages coming through that I want to share with you. And I was waiting until I could slap a bunch of makeup on and try to make me feel better. And it kind of worked today a little bit. So, hi Danielle. Make sure to say hello when you guys get here. Hey Kara, you never get to catch me live, love. Welcome. And I really did feel called to share this message with you. And you know, every time I get sick now, after I read the book, The Big Leap, put a number 1 in the comments if you read that book. Have you read The Big Leap? If not, somebody write it down for everybody else, because this is a must. It literally changed my entire life to now when I feel sick, I'm always like, oh great, here's an upper limit. How can I embrace this? Or like, what do I need to learn from it? And I always adopted the mentality that we learn from sicknesses and we learn from those times, from everything, right? Even when it doesn't feel good. Hi, Brittany. But sometimes it's easier to just feel sorry for yourself and not really get the full lesson. So I'm going to share with you what I've gotten from being sick. You're welcome, you guys. Hi, Diana. Hello. Illness doesn't mess with your gorgeousness. Well, thank you, my love. It certainly was yesterday. I took not one selfie to prove it either. So thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, Vivian. Welcome, love. So you guys, this is going to be a great video to share out with your soul-driven entrepreneur sisters who are all wanting to get to the next level. We're going to talk about the next level and working hard to get there versus this other idea that I have about getting there. So if you would take a moment to share it, I would super appreciate it. I will also give you a big virtual hug and a shout out on the video. So do it right now. And if we haven't met before and you're brand new to me, my name is Jaya Rose. I'm the Visibility Queen, and I help you get seen for being you, specifically using live video and really tapping into your core message so you can show up consistently and share your value with the world and ultimately make the income and impact you truly desire. Success isn't hard. I mean, it is so all just how we think about it, is it not? So this is obviously going to be, you see me? Well, that's good. This is obviously a mindset situation we're going to be talking about here. And I just want to kind of give you a little bit of a disclaimer. If you work hard and you believe in hustle and all that, like, that's fine. I believe that everybody just has their own way of looking at it, because I don't really love the term hustle. I feel like it makes me anxious. Like, I'm like, oh my God, no, I'm never doing enough. And that doesn't help me thrive, right? But I do respect Gary Vee and his whole message, and I love almost everything he says, really accept that. But I also work really hard. And maybe work, you know, and then you don't want to hear working hard. So I feel like it's just terminology and words. But whatever it is, it's all about focus, right? So let's get a hand raise here if you agree that your success, that the next level, that how you feel about what you're doing has everything to do with where you're putting your focus. Yeah, so put a number 2 in the comments if you agree with that, if you notice that everything you focus on grows, whether it be positive or negative. Words are energy. It's so true. And then again, words are also perception, and we all have a little bit of a different perception on how we take the words and what energy is behind them. So I believe, like, pick your own words, and it's all about how they make you feel. Hey, Elena, how are you doing, beautiful? Yeah, so the focus is just so huge. So I wanted to share a personal story with you and what inspired me to get sick. So I'll prove to you, I don't need to prove to you that I'm sick, because I do believe in the idea that it all happens for a reason and that there's definitely something to learn from this. So I'm going to rewind just 1 week ago, and I know I posted about this, and if you guys are in my Facebook group, you might have seen me talk about this a little bit. But 1 week ago, last Saturday, was 1 year since my father had passed away. He passed away suddenly, obviously creating a lot of shock, overwhelm, grief. And this last year, that has all been with me, of course. And that's how grief works, right? It's so, it's just like water, where it just goes to the lowest common place and it just sits there and it finds those little grooves and it will hang out and it will hang on until it's ready to go. And I don't feel like I have a whole lot of choice around it in terms of when it comes up. It's just kind of a life of its own. So last week, I let a little space happen in my day and in the time around that day that was coming. I knew that some stuff might come up. So what ended up happening is I got inspired to clean out my office and let go of some things. And I had a picture of my dad, and I'll show you guys where it was. So I had this picture right here. Right now, this is here and this lamp is here, okay? But I had this picture that you guys can see over here. That picture of my dad had been sitting there. And that's fine. It just was. I know I would like look at it and sometimes it would make me sad, but it was always this presence. So I felt like I needed to move it. I felt like there was something really coming up around like, okay, let's switch things up. You need to make some space for something new to come in. And so I took his picture down, and simultaneously, let me show you guys what happened is there were all these cards on my desk. And you know how as soon as you move something, like you're cleaning out your closet or something, you take it all out and then you start seeing things that you never could see with the way it was all put together? Tap some hearts if you guys relate to what I'm saying about that. It's like basically when you start cleaning up and you cause a ruckus, it causes a bigger ruckus and like a shit storm, okay? Now this is not really a shit storm, but okay, Brianna, you know what I mean with a shitstorm. So what happened is, as soon as I moved that picture from that space, I just showed you, I put a lamp there, excuse me, which I feel like is really symbolic to having that grief, which you can think about however you want. But for me, grief is heavy. It's dark. It's not the lightness. And it felt like this heavy energy sitting there. And so I switched it out for the frickin' light, for more light. And as soon as I did that and I turned that light on, I all of a sudden saw all of these cards. You guys, these cards have been sitting on my desk for up to 4 months. 4 months. And my desk is not insanely cluttered. I mean, it's not like there was a ton of stuff sitting there. I literally was blind to these cards, and I believe I was blind to them because I didn't have the capacity to receive them. So if one of these is from you, make sure to say so in the comments. Really, really beautiful cards from my live event that I put on a couple months ago. One card here from my first event I spoke at in January, so I guess that's almost I don't even know where we are, 4.5 months. You guys, cards, all these cards. I had not read them. They were sitting here under the shadow of my grief. And no judgment, it's fine, right? It's all good. But if I want to go to the next level, and if what I'm doing, and if what you're doing is focusing on the next level, high grace, and getting there, well, what is in the way? What is the shadow? What is the darkness? What is the grief you may have over something that needs to be forgiven that's holding you back from reading beautiful? I'm going to cry and snot and everything, so I don't care, you guys. It's going to be a free-for-all today. Hi, Talia. I love you too, sweetie. Let me just read a little bit of one of these cards to you because it's just amazing. Oh, I can't even, okay, I'll pick this one. So this one is from Candace Stoneman, who I love and who actually won a 90-minute Master Your Message session with me at this event. She wrote me this beautiful card, and I'll just read you like the first couple lines. Jaya, you are such a gift in this world. Your willingness to show up and deliver an amazing message was truly remarkable, because I spoke at this event, my first speaking gig. I'm super grateful that I've had the opportunity to meet you and hear your wisdom. You help women believe in themselves. That, my friend, is the greatest gift to receive. Keep spreading your special message that so many women need. It is truly making an impact. Much love to you, my friend, your soul sister, Candace. I know, I love Candace too. And then on the front it says, shine bright. That might be backwards for you. So I sat there. This is 1 week ago. I sat there reading this. This card is 4.5 months old at this point. And I took it in as much as I could. And what's so ironic or funny or whatever is that I had this picture of my dad that had been sitting in the place that I traded for more light, sitting there with all of these cards. It was almost like an homage or a shrine for him to really say, okay, you know, the grief that I feel and the sadness, of course it's there. And as I allow it to surface and as I allow it to like bubble out, then there's more space to not go to the next level. And this is where I'm going to turn it around on you. It's not about going to the next level, hardly ever. And you guys, please tell me in the comments if you relate to this by putting a heart emoji. Do you relate to this? The next level is almost always come and gone. Because these cards represents what I would have thought 6 months ago was the next level. Speaking on stage for the first time. Putting on my own live event that was full of amazing women. Women showing gratitude for the transformations they received in my presence with my willingness to show up. That is the fucking next level. And yet I guarantee you, a lot of the energy that I've put out in the last 4 months has been going to the next level. Going to the next big launch or the next big idea or the next big investment. And yet, here's this recognition of the next level sitting there, waiting to be received, waiting to be welcomed. And how is the universe going to give you more when you haven't even accepted what it's already giving you? Somebody write that down. How is the universe even able to give you more when you haven't even accepted what it's already giving you? And how do we accept it? So simple. You guys all know what it is. Put it in the comments if you know what it is. How do we accept it? How do we recognize ourselves and show ourselves that we see the level and the success and all of the work we've done to get to where we are? Let me see it. Let me see it in the comments. I'm gonna get a drink. Vivian, thank you. Yeah, Naya, you have to tell me how to say that. Gratitude. That's it. That's it. It's so true. And yet it's so simple and so easy to focus on everything else. And I am not standing here saying that I'm perfect at it, because here I am telling you this story about how I wasn't doing it. And then I got super sick because my body's like, well, you better just integrate this, sweet pea. Relax, realize, and create gratitude. And it just feels like such a universal message that really, really applies to all of you, all of my soul sisters, my soul-driven entrepreneurs who are always wanting to take it to the next level. And yes, like hell yes to the next level. Let's put I don't know, you guys, I'm so not creative right now with put a 3. Excuse me. Put a number 3 in the comments If you want the next level, if what you're doing is working hard on yourself, working hard on your business, putting in the time, putting in the focus to get to the next level. And yes, that's totally awesome. And I love that too. And it's so important to have both. And I feel like it's just a reminder that the dark and the light exist and that it's okay. And that as we accept ourselves for everything, as I accept myself for being totally sick this week and not reading those beautiful cards and being a little bit stuck and not recognizing the next level when it's already come, that's okay. It's okay. So let's all right now take a moment to just forgive ourselves, forgive yourself for not recognizing, and then create the space and allow yourself to really dive in and write it down. 3 things. What are 3 things that in the last 6 months you have done that really, really show you the next level? They are your next level. They were the dreams that you created 6 months before that, and you reached them. And what are they? Because as soon as we're able to do that, then all of a sudden we're at the next level. And the universe is like, hell yeah, like give her more, give her more, give her more. So I would love to see it in your comments. You don't have to do it right now, but you could come back and do it later. Post it on my wall if you want. And tell me, what are 3 things that show you already are at the next level? And I'll tell you mine right now. For me, speaking on stage, last time selling out Rock Your Videos with 20 women, huge. Right now getting accepted into Kimra Luna's mastermind, going to New York next month to film a live video and meet all my mastermind sisters. Huge. 3 huge things. So why would I spend any energy today focusing on what's next when I have all of that to integrate and be super grateful for? So you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Mary. That is super sweet. I have reached my about 11-minute threshold of how long I cannot blow my nose and cough. So I'm gonna go like explode, and I'm just really grateful that you guys were all able to make it on live. If this message touched you, please share it, because we need more love and light and acceptance and gratitude. Every single day, we need to be showing up, reminding each other. As I needed to be reminded, I know you need to be reminded, and I know you have lots of soul sisters that also need to be reminded. So share the love, share the light, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.